Hey everybody, this is Leon from Driven.
This is Karen.
We're going to show you guys a routine that you can start working on some trunk and core control, and we're going to a little bit of pressure relief towards the end. The piece you're going to need for this is a gait belt or a towel to help restrain. Resistance bands if you are strong enough to work on a little bit of those motions on your own, and some resistance bands for pressure or assistance or resistance. If you've been in our facility here at Driven, you know that we use the NRS, the NEURORECOVEry Scale. And this is a measurement system that shows how much progress you have in any given motion or plane that we're trying to work towards. For a reverse sit-up, for example, we would measure it by seeing if you have control going back to 25%, 50%, or all the way down to 100% with or without any assistance, and if you could do that completely on your own control. Same thing, sitting all the way up. So coming up a little bit, up partially, or up all the way will show how much progress you have, and that's how we mark it to see if we know you're making progress and if you are on track to make the gains that we're hoping to see. The first exercise, we're going to jump into trunk extensions. You can use a towel or a gait belt, and if you don't have a gait belt, a towel works just fine. So this is going to go in front of, just so that you have something to grab and to protect so that falling forward will not happen. You'd prefer to have your feet grounded. You're going to lean forward. Karen's going to demonstrate having got a lot of trunk control in the second rep. So coming right back up, try to pull, pull, pull. Okay, and then if you don't have good trunk control, you're a lower functioning client, we're going to pretend as if Karen doesn't have that much and I have to really guard in close. Go ahead. So allow yourself to fall forward, protecting well, and then extend up using your head first, shoulder blades back, up into motion, and you'll do as many of those repetitions as possible or until you feel fatigued. Take a break if you need, and you can always repeat and do extra sets. So if trunk extensions are fairly easy for you to do on your own and you don't even require a spotter, you can try and up the level of resistance by putting your hands behind your head, as Karen will demonstrate, keeping your tall posture, chest up, leaning forward. Try not to crank your chin up on the way down, but when you are all the way in a down position here, lifting your head up first and then going segmentally down your spine, bringing your shoulder blades back, lifting your belly button up, coming all the way to an upright position. Of course, if you need a spotter, having somebody here or your knee between their legs, spotting their chest from below. Next exercise we're going to use is the reverse sit-up. So just going in a sit-up motion, but reversing it all the way back. Hands up. If hands up and you're able to control nice and slow all the way down, then you can try a progression of arms crossed on the chest. So sitting all the way up. Just repeating it over and over again. You can do 10 to 20 and you can just keep repeating sets over and over again. If it's too hard or you lose control before you get halfway down, you can get a little bit of assistance either by somebody's hand or again on the towel or even a resistance band around the back. And you can kind of go down nice and slow, and you still want it to be as slow as possible, maybe doing a 6-second count on the way down. And from there, you can also then go into sit-ups from the same position. Same thing, hands out will make it a little bit easier. Using a hand for assistance if you need from another person. And making sure you go nice and slow, tilting your pelvis as you go down. Good. And same thing all the way up. Arms crossed, being a harder level. Assistance as needed. Less assistance is going to be better. You want the body to do as much motion and control as it can on its own. For our next exercise, we're going to practice a little bit of the seat balance, going side to side. Keep your arms extended out. If you don't have that, you can use shoulder / elbow extended to each side. So you want to spot right next to the ribs, spotting very closely. We're going to have you try to reach over. The goal would be to get 10 inches, but if you start with 1 to 2 inches, that's fine. The blocks go 0 to 5 inches, and then from 5 to 10. And that's how we would score some of the progress, or if you can get over 10, if you have great core stability and control. Going side to side. And you don't have to alternate. If one side is weak and the other side is very strong, you can repeat to that one side over and over again, trying to get the quality back, balance. Excellent. And we'll show you one with a little less functioning. She can only go over a few inches. You're going to spot down on ribs. She's going to come over. And if she doesn't have the ability to come back, then you just give a little bit of the assistance on the ribs or shoulders, wherever's coming. The following exercise, we're going to go onto tricep press downs, but we're going to start with a smaller, easier variation of it with pressure relief. So ideally, you'd be able to press your hips up off the chair you're sitting on or surface you're being on, but we're going to start with the elbows as the lower functioning. So I'm going to kind of give a little bit of a push up, and then I'm going to have her press her shoulder down. So you want to just be able to go up, and right back down, pressing. You don't have to necessarily do the elevation portion, which you're going up. The assister could do that portion of it, but you want to really focus on getting your elbow and shoulder blade down and back as far as possible. Each and every time, you can do it on just the side that's weak. You can do it on both sides at the same time. If it's easy, we're going to switch over and try some tricep extensions. Usually starting with a lighter size band. If you have grip to control, so you can do with arms slightly bent to try and get more tricep activation if you have that ability. If you don't, we'd start it with straight arms and then just focus on pressing down past your legs. Lighter resistance band will probably be a little more applicable on these, but if you do end up having stronger triceps, you can of course increase the resistance, lift up the bands higher, etc. And if you can do it well with those, you can try to actually press your hips up. People tend to lean forward a little bit, but you do need to be careful and make sure you have a surface in front of you that will prevent falls from happening, or somebody to spot your chest, shoulders, and head from coming down. So for the neck retractions, we're going to use a ball to push back up against, and we're going to be able to do rotations with it at the same time. You can use any ball, any kind of textures. Something that usually has a little bit of give is going to be a little better though. So you can stand with your hips up and away from the wall. Or if you're in a chair, just slide your hips away from the wall so that you're not getting your neck to push forward here. So however far the ball is away from your wall to the head is the same distance for your hips. We're gonna have you push back and against it. Working on tucking the chin down and back. Once you do 10 of those, and do 10 where you push up against it and then rotate. You could do all 10 to one side and then switch to the other, or you can rotate between the two, making sure to keep constant tension and pressure against the ball. Thanks everybody for following through with the video. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please comment and we'll try to answer any of them that we can. Please stay tuned for more videos. We're trying to put one out per week at least, if not more than that. We'll see you on next time.